Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Beginner's FreeCAD Series for version 1. Some packages utilise an operation known as shell or shelling. This tool allows you to select a solid object, specify the desired thickness, and remove the inner portion. In FreeCAD, this operation is called thickness. Let's explore this tool and address some potential problem areas you may encounter. Now, it must be noted that these problems also exist in other CAD packages, as we'll see later. If you like what you see and you want to donate to the channel, then you can do so via Ko-Fi or Coffee at ko-fi.com/MANG0 or via PayPal at paypal.com/paypalme/DarrenBEstone. I also run a Patreon where you can get early access and additional content, and that's at patreon.com/MangoJellySolutions. Links can be found in the channel header, on the About page, or in the descriptions of these videos. Let's start in the part design. I've already created a new document. I'm in the part design workbench. I'll create a body and a new sketch along the XY plane. From here, I'll create a simple rectangle. Right click to cancel the tool. Let's set some dimensions. The top, using the dimensioning tool, is going to be 50 millimeters. The side is going to be 40. Right click again to cancel the tool. I'm going to take the 2 points, the opposite corners, and the middle, and use the symmetry constraint, fully constraining the sketch and closing out the sketcher. By selecting the sketch, we'll apply a pad operation and setting this to 40 millimeters. The thickness operation can be found on the toolbar or is available from part design. Apply a dress up feature and thickness. We can either select a face first and then select the tool, or as I've done here, I've opened up the thickness, and at the moment it's on preview, which means we're currently in select mode. So if I select the top face, we can hit preview and see the thickness applied. Let's cancel out, and this time we'll select the face. We'll take the top face and use the tool. Thickness is applied, and we can select additional faces by hitting select and say we select this face. The 2 faces are colored, and we can hit preview to see what's happened. The thickness is applied and the 2 faces have been removed. I'm going to delete and remove one of the faces. So it's going to be this face here. We can select it, it will delete it. Select it again, it adds. Or we can come over, select the face, and hit delete on the keyboard. We're going to hit preview so we can see what's happening. You see that make thickness inwards is selected. So this ensures that when the object is hollowed out, it retains the original outer dimension while the walls are thickened inwards towards the center. And we can see that if I click on the thickness and use my mouse wheel, we're moving towards the center of the rectangle. I'm just going to set this 5 millimeters and click off. Before we proceed, it's important to mention the mode setting. This one here. Currently only one mode has been implemented in FreeCAD, and that's the skin mode. And though this is selected a pipe, it's actually applying the skin. Changing this won't affect the outcome. Next is the join type. Different join types determine how the edges of the thickness faces are connected. If the operation fails, trying a different join type may help achieve the desired results. The join types are available at arc and intersection. If we select intersection, you can see that nothing really happens. This is because we've made the thickness inwards. Changing this and unchecking the option, we can see we're now creating the thickness outwards. And if I change to arc, you can see fillets have been applied. According to the wiki, the arc option means that non-tangent faces are offset and new faces that do not intersect are joined by a fillet, with a radius equal to the defined thickness. If we select intersection, when non-tangent faces are offset, new faces that do not intersect are extended to meet their virtual intersection. Caution must be exercised not just in FreeCAD, but in all CAD packages. Both hollowing, the thickness operation, and filleting can fail due to certain geometric characteristics or poorly constructed models. So this is the model, and I've marked the problem areas in red. Let's come up and also make it a lot easier by using the no shading. These two areas here is where the issue is happening. I've already applied the thickness. Here, let's double click that, and you'll see the thickness is currently at 3.5 millimeters, and the thickness is going inwards. As we increase this thickness, notice the red areas are starting to diverge onto each other until we get to the point where they go into error. So the edges have crossed and the thickness will fail. This issue occurs because the geometry is creating self-intersecting faces, which FreeCAD and other CAD packages cannot process correctly. There are two fixes. The simplest is to change the thickness and reduce it. The other option, let's just OK that and have a look at the sketch that created the pad in the first place. The simple fix will be to increase the size of these arcs. As you can see, I can move this arc this way and notice the center point. When we start to fillet, an offset is added. And that can be demonstrated if I take this arc and then right click and offset geometry. And you can see how it's been offset, and notice the arc here. As it comes towards the center point, it starts to join. And this is where the problem starts to occur. You can see this one here, if we look at the center point, this arc, and click the arc, and right click, offset geometry. As we move closer to the center point, we no longer get this fillet here, but they join. And as we move this way, and this is where we start going into failure when we apply a thickness. Let's close that. And you can see that there. So I've increased one side, increased the size of the arc, and we can still add more offset to this compared to the other one. Often the reasons for failure is due to curvature and continuity of the surface. Curvature refers to how much a shape bends. If we change the B-spline so it has a smaller radius, by closing the opening, we're looking at this radius here, and closing that, we notice in the thickness, we're starting to get intersections here. And even a fillet has been added, but in the wrong place. Though we can see that this is a problem, it also shows up on a geometry check. And that can be done by selecting the thickness, go out to part design, and check geometry. If we run the check, we see that we have a self-intersecting wire. Let's close out. Obviously, to solve this, we can make the thickness smaller. Or we can come into the sketch and reduce the steepness of the B-spline. We can see another example with this ellipsoid pocket, this time thickening outwards. We take the face and we thicken it and go outwards. Notice the fillets that have been added. Let's just hide this sketch. Select it and press the spacebar. As we increase the thickness, notice the fillets growing. They'll get to a point where it goes into error. And you can see this here, we're getting a self-intersection. So how do we solve it for this situation? The problem areas, these edges here. If we add a fillet to here, either via the sketch or using the fillet operation, let's add another edge. Hit select, we'll select the other edge. Let's hit OK. We have a smoother transition between the edges. So adding a thickness, making the thickness outwards. As we increase the thickness, those fillets take longer to converge on each other. Starting to converge here, let's cancel that. Come back to the fillet and increase the fillet thickness and hit OK. And add thickness, even thickening inwards has succeeded now. Let's make this outwards. and increase the thickness. So we're going much further before we're going to failure. Another pitfall is near tangency. So in this example, if I come into the sketch and also look at the thickness, we can see that we have this sketch here and we have an arc, quite a shallow curvature, and we have this line, which is not tangent to the arc. Notice this measurement here, 9.8 millimeters. The thickness is on the border of failing. If we close out, we can see the thickness has been applied and is successful. If I double click the sketch and change the 9.8, 9.9 millimeters and hit close, thickness goes into failure just by 0.1 of a millimeter. Let's come back into the sketch and change that back. 9.8 and close. To solve this, we go in and instead remove the dimension, make this arc and this line tangent to each other. Okay, and close. Not only do we get a better edge, but we also get a successful thickness. Before the tangency constraint was added to the line, the edges were so close to be tangent to each other, we had the scenario called near tangency. Now this will make certain people go screaming to the hills blaming FreeCAD. But this is not just FreeCAD that has the problem. Here's a Fusion 360 blog called The 7 Deadly Sins of Fusion 360. It highlights both high curvature and near tangency. Again, we have the same problem, the self-intersections from the offset. If we scroll down, we also see near tangency. And this can cause a problem because Fusion 360 uses different algorithms for tangent and non-tangent surfaces. To conclude, we have to be mindful when using the thickness tool, taking care that our geometry has been created correctly to allow for the thickness to take. In our next lesson, we'll use the thickness tool to tackle a previously mentioned project using a combination of operations that we have learned through the course. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you in the next one. If you like what you see and you want to donate to the channel, then you can do so via Ko-Fi or Ko-Fi at ko-fi.com/MANG0 or via PayPal at paypal.com/paypalme/Darren B. Eastone. I also run a Patreon where you can get early access and additional content, and that's at patreon.com/Mango Jelly Solutions. Links can be found in the channel header, on the About page, or in the descriptions of these videos. I thank everybody that's donated so far. It really helps to keep the lights on so I can produce more content and also expand the channel. Thank you for liking, commenting and subscribing to these videos, and I hope to see you again in the next one.